Now I know a lot of you got these sort of taps as well. Now once again it's a mixer, and how are you going to clear an airlock? Because the old days of putting a hose on two separate taps and blasting it through have gone. So we've got a bit of a problem here. But it can be cured in certain ways and with certain taps, and I'll show you that now. Right, so what can we do? Cure an airlock with these type of mixers taps. Now, quite often, a lot of these mixers, you can get around the problem by simply doing this, and this is a pretty simple one. Open your hot tap. Now we're going to pretend there's no water coming out because you've got an airlock. Right, now I'm pretending obviously because I've not got an airlock, but put your hand over the spout and then gently turn the cold one on, but hold your hand nice and firm and you'll hear the water go up the hot feed pipe and back into the tank. And by doing that you will clear your airlock. You can hear it going through there now. Turn your tap off and take your hand away and you should start to get your water through. This is one way with these mixer taps of still being able to clear an airlock. Now then, also to bear in mind, if you've got taps like these, and I'll show you a picture now, do bear in mind if you've got those that if you're only getting one, maybe only half a turn out of the hot tap and that's all you can manage, that won't be an airlock. It's probably the tap cartridge that's shut itself off inside, it's unturned, and the body will need just taking out the tap and replacing. Now I've got a video on that, I'll give you the link to it to do that little job. That is a separate thing from an airlock, alright, just bear in mind. Okay, one other thing, what else can we do if you've got mixer taps that don't allow you to put your hand over them and you have a link right way through the tap? Well, I'll show you another little secret tip we do, and I'll draw it out for you on a bit of paper. Well, here we have my naff drawing of a pair of sink taps, sorry about that. But what I suggest you do is some taps, they have the hot and the cold pipe coming up into the tap like so, and they've got this kind of like line through the tap that stops the water mixing till it comes out the spout. These are an older type design admittedly, but it does mean if you put your hand over the tap there that it wouldn't work. You wouldn't be able to force that water back down the hot one, so it was coming up the cold. If it actually entered out the tap there, you wouldn't, if you put your hand there, be able to force it back round. You'd be kind of stuck, it wouldn't work. So another little way around that one is to get a bit of an old hose. I used to use the old type fashion things that used to get a shower on a bath tap, and you used to be able to stick them on and have a little shower, couldn't you? And I just pull one of those off and it just fit it over the end of the tap, block the end up and hold it on. Then that will again allow you then to open the tap and force water into this part here, so it came up there, went there and back around and back into the tap and back up the hot feed and get the air out of the system. That was another little trick. But don't forget, you could also use the outside tap if you've got one, and connect a long garden hose on that and try and get that connected onto your mixer tap as well, and just open the hot one. But you will need two people obviously to do that, and it is rather a tough old job trying to coordinate it up, especially if the tap's a long way away outside. Okay, so that can be another way around the problem. Alright, I just thought I'd show you that one. Okay, so what about these kind of taps? These again, you know, can be a bit of a problem, can't they? These all-in-one jobs, you know, they've got a cartridge in there, but I think you can get it to feed back through. I've managed it before. Once again, hand over the end of the spout, take it to the hot side and turn it on, okay, and hold it back. Now I've got an airlock, but obviously, so I've got water there, but you wouldn't have normally. And just turn it gradually towards the cold side, like so. You'll feel the pressure hit your hand, and with any luck, you'll get it back up there and back into the cold feed. Now, this doesn't work with every one of these type of taps because they can be quite different, and some of the cartridges won't allow it to feed back. But it's well worth a try, okay? But this one can be a problem one where you may use to need to put the hose attachment on the end to force it back round. But not all of these are doable, I'm afraid. But there you are, do try it, it's worth a go. Okay, that's it from me. Hope you sort your airlocks out, everyone. And I hope I've been able to give you a bit of advice and a bit of help on a way of doing it. That's it, Derek33 on my videos, you know where to come. Thanks very much indeed for watching, bye bye.
That's the way.